Okay, so today we're going to do an update video on the back triangle. A couple of new setups and a couple of new finishing ideas that I've been developing throughout the year, so hopefully everyone gets something out of it. Let's start off. So, last year when I was showing the back triangle, it was as a part of the arm trap sequence. So as I go to trap Alex's arm, if he locks his hands together and starts to lift, it's a good chance to go for the body, or to go for the back triangle. Okay, so I was using this, catch my foot, bring his arm over his head, change the angle, and lock the choke. Okay, so this is the one we went through last year. So first I'm just going to go over a couple of finishing ideas from here. Some people were struggling with the finish from here. And then we'll go through a couple of new setup ideas that I've been using a lot, especially against a lot of the more experienced people I've been training. Okay, so when I have, so turn this way. So when I have the back triangle here, okay, I'm on the hip of my choking leg. If I'm on top, meaning that my head is higher than Alex's, shall we say, the main finish that I'm going to use is the arm lock. Okay, and the way I'll do that is I need to sit up, try and fight Alex's hands until I can attach his wrist to my chest. Okay, and it's always going to be stronger to start to extend his arm at a bit of an angle. Okay, if I try and extend his arm where his arm is lined up perfectly straight like a bicep curl, it's going to take a lot of energy. Okay, so I want to come up on the side, attach his wrist to my chest, start to go out at an angle, and then you see as I bring the semicircle around, his arm starts to get straight. And now because I'm on my hip, I have a lot of follow through here when I go to apply the armbar. So I start to finish, and you can see if Alex didn't tap, I can put my hip fully through his arm, okay, and it should be enough to finish the armbar. If I want to finish the triangle choke itself, I need to be on the bottom, okay? So the way this happens is if Alex starts to turn towards his knees, I can let him go, okay? And now I'm in a belly down position. You can see my foot here has come through, so I need to always make sure that I curl my locking leg so that it comes through. And now to finish the choke, I'll just hold the far arm to keep him bunched up. And again, I just curl and put my hips through his neck. And it's a really strong finish from here. Okay, if I'm finding it hard to unlock the arms for the armbar, I can try and do this choke more aggressively. So I'll start to sit up, turn towards my choking leg. So I turn towards here. Always notice how as I do that, just go back one step. Notice how as I do that, I keep hooking the outside of his back or his hip. So I turn towards my knees, come through, hold the arm, and now I can put my hip through. And you can see in Alex's face, it's a very strong choke from here. Okay. Last little addition that we'll add on. This is one of the most high percentage ways that I've been getting to the triangle the last year. Okay. And that's using what I call the open chair sit position. Okay, so if I'm down on the overhook side, okay, I can take out my bottom hook and come up to this chair sit position. Okay, I can also come by this if I'm passing Alex's guard and he starts to turn away. I can get to this chair sit position. It's really common. Okay. If I want to use the open chair sit, I'll usually mix it with the Kimura grip, and now I'll rock back a little bit so that my leg can come through. Okay, so see how my leg was along his back. I'm just going to rock back a little bit so my leg can come through. Okay, I still have the threats here of rolling back to the back to use the normal chair sit to take the back. Okay, I also have the threats of armbar from here, and as we get to now, the triangle is probably the most common one I use. Okay, especially if Alex is afraid that I'm gonna bring my leg over and get to the armbar, he'll usually have his hands locked, and this is exactly what I want to get the triangle. Okay, so I bring my heel up, step on his arm, and now again, a good cue for the triangle is always bring his arm over his head. Okay, so whichever arm is in the triangle, I want his elbow to start to come over his head. So as I break the grip, bring the elbow over his head, and now again, I fall onto my hip of the choking leg, curl and lock. Okay, I can go straight to the armbar as we did already, or start to turn and finish the choke from this position. Okay, so try and mix in that idea of using the open chair sit, especially with the Kimura grip and this triangle setup. I think you'll have a lot of success with it. Okay, let me know any other questions, but hopefully the details on the difference between the armbar and the choke and when to use which will help a lot of people.